Yeah, here they're working on some section here for the railway there, I guess for the SkyTrain. Now they gotta need a security just to watch over this car. I know they're making an extension, I guess, for the walkway to the SkyTrain service area. Soon be leaving out of Burnaby, heading into Westminster, BC, of course, so just still local, but yeah. We got this section of the old spur that ran along here too, but just need 2 fucking guards just for to watch over that little section there. My God. Oh well, I guess I'm worried about someone might steal parts, I guess, from the construction site there where they're working on. And just don't mind me, I just have a laugh here. Oh, nice to be out in the cool, fresh air. At least it's not too cold. Yeah, it's going to get a bit cooler now because with the sun going down, but it was a nice warm day today. Whew. Today it almost felt like double digits. I just had to film the overpass here just before the SkyTrain crosses over. Couldn't resist to film this. Crossing over. Every time I come to the SkyTrain, I usually film this section here, but not now for a change. I'm walking, so it's cool to see the trains going by, so I can film. Sorry about the fence in the way here. I'm just trying to film part of the SkyTrain depot and the shops. Yeah. So just trying to get that in the way. And SkyTrain overpass now. Before it was ground level, but until they dug it up, the railway crossed right over. It was just a normal ground level, but I remember back in how they had to dug up half this property just to build a silly highway here. Heading to New West now, of course. Yeah, slowly there. Yeah, not to mention stairways, extra pathways here. There's part of a section of the old track. Yeah, still here, but just filming around different scenes here. Yeah, some gravel there before it crossed over here on the pathway. Here's all what's left of that spur. For many years they just cut part of the small section off, and then they just completely put asphalt. It used to be, the track used to be right over it at one time, and yeah, that's all what's left of this part. That all but rails were all but ripped up except for this one small part they left here. It's still covered, but covered up. I can see. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Gotta move on overall. Get a little SkyTrains in here while I'm walking. Yeah. 2001. I filmed already from before most of this railway bed, so I covered most of the first part, and later on I already filmed this part, so I'm just gonna film, like I said before, later I'll film another segment some other day, on a nicer day when I have time down the road. I'll film the other BC Electric Railway's old tram spur that spawned off from the other side, and I'll cover that section there, but until a later date. I'm gonna stop filming here just before from the depot area. Before I get back to New Westminster, I get just past London Place Street there. That's where I have footage from. I was filming from along there to the Southern Railways thing on a Sunday afternoon a couple of weeks back, and I lost that footage. Doubt. That's the last section I'll film here. Mark 1s flying through. Back to the railway spur. Had to be quick here when you're filming here. I'm telling you. This part of the track has all been covered up in bush and tree. Well, I never did film this while it was in the light. The lamps were working here, but it was kind of neat to see. Yeah. And the view from here, from the pathway, offers a spectacular view. Even on the SkyTrain, a better view, but yeah, when you're walking, still good. You can see it. It always reminds me like walking along Arbutus in some sections where you can see the mountainside and all that stuff. It was fun too. Well, the old Arbutus railway corridor that the CPR long ago served us well. That was a scenic thing I did long ago, and that was fun to watch there too. Walk along there, you could see the mountainside and the hills and fresh air and stuff. Yeah, yeah. As far as here too, they left us just a segment of the old track, just gravel here. Yeah, and then going down, coming to London Place. Yeah. This is where I started my footage that last time on this section of the thing, just by the Jewish cemetery next to it here. Anyway, there's part of the old railway that run the train. I wouldn't forget how noisy it might have been when the trains rumbled here when they blew their horns, back in the day.